Hello guys, Kajuba back with another video. So today guys, I just want to talk about one of my other passions that I have not mentioned on the channel yet. Is I'm a serious avid rugby fan, right? I love the Springboks, I love the game of rugby, I love the Lions from Johannesburg even though I'm from KZN. My second favorite team is the Bulls, then I'd say maybe the Sharks being third, right? But the Springboks, I love the Springboks, right? To some degree, I even love the All Blacks, right? The only time I like and love them is when they aren't playing the Springboks, but the Springboks are everything. So today I just want to talk about this team that, sorry for just looking down, guys, because I've just got it written down. Just want to talk about this team that Rassie Erasmus has picked for this weekend against the Barbarians. Right. Just want to talk about some of the players and see where they are and what we can expect, right? So at number one, Oxinche, the Sharks prop. Obviously, Ox is amazing. Ox is just proper. We can expect a lot from him still in this game. And he didn't do that well in the semi-final against was it Wilco Low from the Bulls, right? Or maybe it's a testament to how well Wilco did actually. Maybe it's not to say that Ox was bad, but just Wilco was amazing, right? That's probably what happened actually. So yeah, I'm happy Ox is there, and Ox will still serve us for a very long time, right? Number two, Malcolm Marx. As a Lions fan, Malcolm Marx. I love Malcolm Marx. Joburg guy as well. I love Johannesburg. That's the other thing I have to mention. I love Johannesburg. It's my favorite city in South Africa, with all its problems, but still, nothing beats Joburg for me. Malcolm Marx, Lions, and he's from that generation in the Lions that was just amazing. Coached by Johan Ackerman, assistant coach Sways the Brain, two Super Rugby finals, lost one against the Crusaders in Ellis Park, was heartbroken with that one. That Lions team with Jaco Kriel, with the guy who played wing, the Xhosa guy who just came from a ban, who just came back from a ban, forgot his name, Aphiwe Dianti, that Lionel Mapu, those guys. Howard Mnisi, love that team. That's the team that made me fall in love with the Lions, right? And I really, I mean, this week I've been hearing that Jake White might go out of the Bulls and Johan Ackerman might coach the Bulls, right? As cool as it would be to see Johan Ackerman back coaching in South Africa, coaching one of the franchises in South Africa, right? Because I want that. Because I want Johan Ackerman to at some point coach the Springboks. That is my dream, right? My near future dream, if that makes sense. But I'd love it if it was the Lions again, you know? But as I said, the Bulls are my second favorite team, so that would be cool as well. The only issue with the Bulls is they've got really big players, man. So I don't know if that suit Johan's fast type of rugby, you know? And I wouldn't want Johan Ackerman to change the way he coaches just to suit the players he has at the union he's coaching. That would suck for me. But anyway, that's Malcolm Marx. Malcolm Marx is amazing. He was average when he started, especially with his throwing, right? But I mean, right now he's the number one hooker in South Africa, no doubt, right? So I'm happy he's there. Then there's Asanati Ntlabakanye, right? I'm a very good friend of mine. Penson knows him personally, which is quite cool. That's just a side note. Apparently he's from the Western Cape, but he's a Lions player. For such a big guy to have that much energy, it's amazing. I can't wait to see him. Out of all the players in this team, right, I can't wait to see Asanati and see how he'll do with the upgrade, the step up to international rugby. Less space, faster game. That's what Test rugby is about, right? So let's just see how he steps up to that. But that guy, to be honest with you, he doesn't even have to be that amazing. It would just be his first opportunity. He must just be decent at it, I guess, and still be given opportunity, like how it's always done with everyone else, you know. But I have a feeling that this guy will give us a solid 10 to 12 years, right? At that number 3 for the Springboks. Then we go to Jean Klein. Jean Klein, to be honest with you, I don't know much about Jean Klein. Like I know obviously that he played for Ireland, that he went to Greenside High in Johannesburg, if I'm not mistaken. Brought back by Rassie from Ireland because Ireland didn't pick him for whatever reason, right? Clearly he's good if ever Rassie picked him for the Springboks, and apparently also won the World Cup with the Boks in 2023. Like actually played in the final, if I'm not mistaken. But like maybe he's one of those low key forwards, that South Africa always has, that do a lot of hard work, but because forward play is not fancy pants rugby, so sometimes they're not that seen, right? But I'll make sure I look out for him this weekend. Let's do that. Lut Diaga, happy for him, is back. Been out with the injury. Harry Potter, basically. Lut Diaga is actually extremely tall. I watched a video of them training this week, right? And just looking at him in relation to some of the people that were standing next to him, this guy's extremely tall. But happy for Lut. Lut is good. I remember there was that clean break in the dying moments of Super Rugby, when it still involved South African teams, that clean break that he made against the Hurricanes, right? I think they were playing at Loftus. Proper. Like, Lut is good. I like him, right? The height, he's got speed, obviously, big boy. So, obviously, the engine dies off after some time, but I'll always like Lut. Then we've got Sia the Bear, the captain. So, Sia always has to be there. Because the thing is, when Sia started out, I didn't like him that much, right? I wasn't that impressed. But for some reason, when Sia Kolisi plays for the Springboks, right, I don't care what season he's having for whatever franchise team he's playing for. Whether it was the time when he was in France, whether it's him playing whether he was playing for the Stormers, or now him playing for the Sharks. But when this guy plays for the Boks, he's on another level. So judging on that alone, and the fact that he's captain, right? So there's the whole leadership thing. Obviously, the Boks have the whole leadership team thing and all of that, which is cool. But when this guy plays for the Boks, he's just amazing. And you can't not have Sia Kolisi there. Age and all of that is catching up with him and so on, but he's still at the top of his game, so that's cool. And let's be honest, how amazing would it be if Sia lifts a 3rd World Cup as captain? My word. I honestly don't know. I think the next best thing after that would be Bafana winning the World Cup in soccer. Okay, so the next guy is Vincent Chituka, right? Congolese guy, proper. I like Vincent, former Lions. His brother still at the Lions. Emmanuel will probably be a Bok as well, because these guys just have high work rate, so you can't fight that. And Rassie and his guys are always talking about battle. Is it battle? Not battle meters, but somehow they track and measure how many times a player puts himself in battles, right? And that's one of the metrics or KPIs they use to determine how good a guy is. And Vincent and his brother are just always fighting, so that's proper. I can't wait to see him as well, right? Really, really can't wait. And he's a guy who always somehow finds a way to find space, so that's proper. So Jean-Luc Dupré. Jean-Luc is actually good. It's just that for some reason, him and his brother aren't that favored by Rassie. But I don't think it's a Rassie thing. I think it's just them, right? And it's not the fact that they don't play in South Africa, because there are plenty of players who are playing for the Boks, who are consistently playing for the Boks, who aren't playing in South Africa. So I think that these guys have just had to step up, right? But when Jean-Luc is good, he's good. We all know him, right? So let's give him a chance as well and see how he does. Mone van der Berg is a Lions player. Mone is good, right? To be honest, I'm just still sour about Sanele Nohamba. After the guy won the URC Player of the Year, but still didn't make Boks. I mean, to me, I just don't get that. Someone has to really explain that to me and how that happens. I've heard people claiming that attitude, whatnot. But I mean, you don't become the best player in a competition if your attitude is rubbish. Let's be honest. So I don't know. And we've been saying that the size thing is no longer a factor anymore. So what is it that makes Sanele Nohamba not good enough to play for the Boks? Because I believe he's the second best scrum half in South Africa after Grant Williams. But anyway, let's go beyond that. Then you've got Sasha, right? Okay, so Sasha, obviously Sasha's been doing well. Sasha's got high confidence. This game is not a game that is that important, so Sasha should have some form of a free hand in this game. Let's see what he does, right? Let's really see how far Sasha can take this thing and get us excited for the more serious games that he'll be involved in, right? Because when the Stormers exited the URC, obviously we sort of forgot about Sasha a bit, right? And just focused on the ball still being left and all of that. But Sasha can really excite us this season, and I'm looking forward to Sasha, right? And I'm seeing in the replacements, Mane Lebok is there, right? Mane is still gonna fight as well. Mane is good. It's just that for some reason people don't like Mane Lebok. Oh well, let me not say for some reason. It's probably because of the inconsistency in kicking, right? But you can't fault the guy when he's got the ball in hand. You can't fault him. It's just that a lot of South African fans just don't like a fly half that, for lack of a better word, isn't white. I don't want to lie to you. Right? But anyway, that's a story for another day. So let's go to Kurtley Arendse. Amazing. Obviously, we know. Kurtley and number 14, also Cheslin. I'm just going to talk about both of them at the same time. Same type of player. Like, literally. They play similar. And they even wear scrum cap and all of that. So that's proper. Sorry for that noise, guys. So Kurtley and Cheslin, we know what we're getting there. So let's just hope that they still, especially Cheslin, still have it, right? If that makes sense. And they are ready to bring it this season, right? I wonder if we're playing Argentina. Yeah, we probably are playing Argentina sometime in the Rugby Championship. Argentina did well against the British and Irish Lions, so I can't wait to see that game as well. But yeah, Kurtley is proper. And apparently he's been having an amazing season in Japan as well. I don't watch much Japanese rugby, but apparently he's been doing well. Then we go to Damien Delenda and Jesse Kriel, our centers, right? When Jesse Kriel initially got picked at center, I wasn't that happy because when Jesse was playing under Heineke, I felt he wasn't that good. But Jesse's done well now, right? You know what you're getting with Jesse, and it's reliable. Right, I'm still more of a Lucanio Am guy, but look, whenever Jesse's there, I'm still happy. I'm not like sad or anything. I'm happy, and you can't fight a guy who's that ripped and shredded. We all go to gym every day, and we aim to look like that oak. So for that reason alone, you have to like Jesse, because clearly the discipline and dedication, that guy gives himself clearly and throws himself at whatever he does. So he's a proper inspiration in that regard, right? And then, that was our centers, Damien and Jesse. Okay, Damien is proper physical center, and we know what we're getting there. Runs straight when he has to. Looks for the gap when he has to as well. But the thing about Damien is he won't stop. The guy just has an engine for days. He will not stop. So we like that. And then Apelele Fase. So fullback is the one that's more interesting. Right, guys? Okay, so Apelele is good. I like Apelele, right? His aerial skills are much better than they were, say, 2-3 years back, right? The whole thing of him lifting up his leg, when he jumps, potentially, not just potentially, he's actually hurt some players before with that lifting up of the leg, but it's much better now, right? And I just want him to reach his potential, basically. But as these Springbok players, what I've noticed, what they all say is the environment is just about improving and getting better and better and better. So I respect that. So the guy must just get better, right, and get closer and closer and closer to his potential, and it'll be amazing, right? And the good thing is the competition is proper and stiff in that position, which will keep him accountable. Veli, Damien Willemse, right? So that's proper. That's good. So the replacements, I'm just gonna go faster there. We've got Kwacha Smith. Kwacha's proper Lion. Kobus Reinach. We've got Franco Mostert, former Lion. Andre Esterhazen, big center. Jan-Hendrik Wessels, if I'm not mistaken, is a Bulls guy, right? Then Marnus van der Merwe. I don't know much about him, but I think he plays for the Scarlets of Wales. But I can't wait to see him as well because I don't know much about him, I won't lie. So yeah, that's the not much of a bomb squad. Let me just see how many forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's a 5-3 split. Okay, so looking at this team, it should be it. I think there'll be it'll be a free flowing game. There'll be a lot of running rugby here. I just hope there's no rain in Cape Town, right? I don't know much about Cape Town weather or whatever, but let's just hope there's no rain. Then let's just see a free flowing, faster game. Because if I look at all these players, they're not the biggest in size, right? We've got bigger players, except maybe for Luet and Asanati, but Asanati is very mobile, even though he's huge. And then maybe even Jean Klein is bigger. But the other guys are just the more nimble, faster guys, right? And I can see that Rassi is testing that side out, right? With Tony Brown and Felix Jones. We're just testing that side of things. So that should be good. Okay, anyway, guys, yeah, that was that. Just a reaction to the team released today, and the game is on the 28th of June at 5 in Cape Town. Guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, see you in the next one, guys. Cheers.